Have you ever pictured your dream retirement? Maybe it's a cozy cottage in a vibrant community, surrounded by friends, with all your needs taken care of. It sounds perfect, right? But what if that perfect picture has a hidden price tag you didn't account for? Today we're going to gently pull back the curtain on a topic that's crucial for anyone planning their golden years: the hidden costs of retirement communities. For many of us, the idea of moving into a retirement community brings a sense of relief. No more mowing the lawn, no more shoveling snow, no more worrying about home repairs. It's a promise of a simpler, more enjoyable life. And for so many, it truly is. I remember visiting my great-aunt in her community. She was beaming, telling me about her water aerobics class, her book club, and the new friends she'd made. She felt safe, engaged, and happy. That's the dream we all want. But to make that dream a reality without financial stress, we need to go in with our eyes wide open. The most obvious cost is the monthly fee. This is what you pay for your housing, meals, and access to all those wonderful amenities like the swimming pool, fitness center, and social events. It seems straightforward, but here's the first hidden layer. That monthly fee is almost never set in stone. Think of it like the maintenance fees in a condo. They go up. Why? Inflation is a big one. The cost of food, electricity, water, and gas goes up every year, and the community has to pass those costs on. Staffing is another huge factor. To attract and retain qualified caring staff, from nurses to chefs to maintenance crews, communities need to offer competitive wages and benefits, which can increase over time. So when you're looking at a community and they tell you the monthly fee is, let's say, $4,000, that's just a snapshot in time. A crucial question to ask is, what has been the average annual increase in monthly fees over the past 5 to 10 years? Most communities see an increase of about 3% to 5% each year. It might not sound like a lot, but let's do some quick math. If your fee starts at $4,000 a month, a 4% increase next year means you'll be paying $4,160. The year after that, it could be over $4,300. Over a decade, that initial $4,000 fee could easily climb to over $5,900 a month. Over 20 years, it could be more than double what you started with. This is what we call compounding increases, and it can catch even the most careful planners by surprise. We spoke to a financial planner, Sarah Jennings, who specializes in retirement. Here's what she told us. The biggest mistake I see is people budgeting for the now price. They look at their current income and savings and say, yes, I can afford this, but they forget to project that cost forward. A 20 or 30-year retirement is a long time, and a small annual increase can become a massive financial burden down the road if you haven't planned for it. So how do you prepare? First, when you're touring a community, get the fee increase history in writing. Don't just take their word for it. Ask for a document showing the percentage increases for the last several years. This gives you a realistic baseline. Second, build these increases into your long-term budget. Work with a financial advisor to run projections. Assume a conservative 5% annual increase to be on the safe side. This helps you see if your retirement savings and income can truly sustain you for the long haul. Let's also talk about what's included in that monthly fee. It usually covers basics like utilities, water, electricity, trash removal. But what about premium cable or high-speed internet? Sometimes those are extra. What about your personal phone line? Often, that's on you. These might seem like small things, but they add up, month after month. Then there are the amenities. Access to the gym and pool is typically included. But what about special fitness classes like yoga or tai chi? Sometimes there's an extra charge. The community might have a beautiful on-site salon, but your haircuts and manicures are an additional cost. Enjoying a glass of wine with dinner, that's usually extra too. And what about transportation? While many communities offer scheduled shuttles for shopping trips, if you need a personal ride to a doctor's appointment at a specific time, you might have to pay for it. Think of it like an all-inclusive resort. The main attractions are covered, but the special excursions and premium services come out of your pocket. We talked to John, who moved his mother into a community last year. He shared, "We were so excited about all the activities they offered, but then we realized the art classes had a materials fee. The day trips to the theater had a ticket cost, and the weekly poker game had a small buy-in. None of them were huge expenses on their own, but together they added about $300 a month to her bill. We just hadn't budgeted for that fun fund. John's story is a perfect example of why you need to ask detailed questions. Don't be shy. Ask for a complete list of services and amenities and which ones have an additional fee. Ask to see a sample monthly bill from a current resident, with personal information removed, of course. This will give you a real-world look at what people are actually paying beyond the base fee. Another major hidden cost can be the entrance fee, sometimes called a buy-in. This is a large one-time payment you make when you move in. It can range from tens of thousands to over $1 million, depending on the community and the type of contract. Some of these fees are non-refundable. Others are partially or fully refundable to you or your estate when you leave the community or pass away. Understanding the refund policy is absolutely critical. Let's say a community offers a 90% refundable entrance fee. That sounds great. But you need to ask, when is it refunded? Some contracts state that the refund is only paid after your specific unit is reoccupied by a new resident. In a slow market, that could take months or even years. During that time, your family or estate doesn't have access to that money. We heard from a woman named Maria, whose father had a contract like this. She said, "When Dad passed away, we thought we'd get his entrance fee back within a few months to help settle his estate. But his apartment sat empty for almost a year. The community had other, newer units they were trying to fill first. We had no idea the refund was tied to his specific unit being resold. It put a huge financial strain on our family during an already difficult time. This is why you must read the contract carefully. Better yet, have an elder law attorney or a financial advisor who understands these complex agreements review it with you. They can spot the clauses about refund timing, conditions, and any potential pitfalls. Don't let the glossy brochures and beautiful dining rooms distract you from the fine print. The contract is the single most important document in this entire process. Now let's talk about the biggest hidden cost of all, healthcare. This is where things can get very complicated and potentially very expensive. Different retirement communities have different models for handling healthcare needs as they increase over time. The most common type is an a la carte or fee-for-service model. You start in independent living, and your monthly fee is relatively low, but if you need to move to assisted living or skilled nursing down the road, your monthly fee will increase dramatically to reflect the higher level of care. You pay for care as you need it. This can be a good option if you're healthy and have a solid long-term care insurance policy. But if you don't, and you end up needing years of intensive care, the costs can become astronomical, potentially depleting your life savings. Then there are life care or Type A communities. These require a much larger entrance fee up front, but they promise to care for you for the rest of your life with little to no increase in your monthly fees, regardless of the level of care you need. It's essentially a form of prepaid long-term care insurance. This provides incredible peace of mind and predictability, knowing that your costs are locked in. But the high entry fee can be a barrier for many, and you're betting that you'll eventually need that higher level of care to make the investment worthwhile. There are also modified or Type B contracts that fall somewhere in between, offering a set amount of care for a limited time before fees increase. The key is to understand which model the community uses and to honestly assess your own health, your family's health history, and your financial resources. Ask direct questions. If I need to move from independent living to assisted living, what will my new monthly fee be? What are the current rates for skilled nursing care? Are those rates guaranteed or do they change? Remember my great-aunt. She lived in a fee-for-service community. It was perfect for her for years. But when she had a fall and needed to move to the assisted living wing, her monthly fee nearly doubled overnight. Thankfully, she had planned for it and had the resources. But for many, a sudden health crisis can trigger a financial crisis if they're in the wrong type of community for their situation. So how can you navigate all of this? It starts with self-reflection and honest conversations. Talk with your spouse, your children, and your financial advisor. What does your ideal retirement look like? What are you most afraid of? Is it outliving your money? Is it being a burden on your family? Your answers will help guide you to the right type of community and contract. Then do your homework. Visit multiple communities. Talk to the residents, not just the ones the marketing team introduces you to. Sit in the dining room and strike up a conversation. Ask them what they love about the community and, just as importantly, what they wish they had known before moving in. Their first-hand experience is invaluable. Collect the documents. Get the fee schedules, the residency agreements, the financial disclosures. Create a spreadsheet to compare the costs, both upfront and long-term, for each community you're considering. It might feel like a lot of work, but this is one of the biggest financial decisions of your life. It deserves that level of attention. Choosing a retirement community isn't just a financial decision. It's an emotional one. It's about finding a place where you'll feel at home, supported and happy for years to come. By understanding and planning for the hidden costs, you're not taking away from the dream. You're protecting it. You're ensuring that your golden years can be spent focusing on what truly matters, your health, your friendships, and your joy, without the shadow of financial worry. If this has been helpful, and you'd like to learn more about navigating the journey of retirement, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification bell. We're here to help you every step of the way. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.